up, American truckers? How are y'all doing out there this fine day? Looks like y'all are going to get two videos from me because I did a video about this a while back, but I said I would update everybody as information changed. We got more information on it. This is more for the new drivers or for anybody that wants to add a hazmat or a tanker uh, to their CDL. All right. This is ELDT programs. This is something FMCSA is requiring as of February the 7th, I believe, of this year. There's just a few more weeks. It's entry level driver training. So if you don't have a CDL and you come to get one after February, you're going to have to take this new course. I looked some things up so I could get some information. I'm going to read it, share it with y'all. What are the costs of ELDT programs? ELDT programs can cost up to $10,000, but because of the value of hiring a trained driver, there are companies that offer student reimbursement plans. In fact, a student could receive up to $300 per month towards the cost of tuition. Um, Trek Freight put that out. That's an article by them. From FMCSA, DOT.gov, FMCSA's entry-level driver training regulations set the baseline for training requirements for entry-level drivers. This includes those applying to obtain a Class A CDL, Class B CDL for the first time, or upgrading a Class B CDL to a Class A, or anybody going to seek a hazmat. Um, the only people exempt from entry-level driver training are people who obviously already have a CDL, unless they're adding a hazmat, or if they're military drivers, farmers, and firefighters. Um, New federal requirements for entry-level driver training for commercial driver's licenses go into effect in February. Um, well, it looks like if you're adding school bus, you also have to take it. If you're adding a passenger, you also have to take it, or hazardous materials. So if you're going to add pretty much any endorsement, you're going to have to take it. Um, if you're thinking about if you think at any point in time throughout your career you may need one of those endorsements, I would highly advise going home and taking it now. Add it to your license now. Don't wait. Um, and then if you if you want to be an FMCSA instructor, you can go to fmcsa.gov and you can take their instructor qualification exam. Anyway, I'm really confused the Biden-Harris administration just a few weeks back, maybe a month or so ago, Smart Trucking did a piece on it. You know, talked about trying to get with some of these companies out here, figure out what they could do to help driver retention as well as help drivers get into the industry. Now, they were kind of counterproductive because one of the companies they talked about working with was CRST, and we all know CRST is crooked. I mean, they literally sue companies that try to hire their drivers because they'd rather do that than pay their drivers more so their drivers will want to stay. So, I mean, CRST's crooked like that. I feel bad for anybody working over there. It's kind of hard for them to get out of there within the first year. They've kind of got to suffer through it until they finish their contract. But this is the new circumstances. I mean, federal government, FMCSA has passed these laws. So there's nothing we can really do about it. That is what it is. I'm kind of glad I already have my hazmat, my tanker. I don't think I'll ever add a passenger endorsement or anything like that to my license, but hopefully not. But I already have my hazmat and tanker, and now I for sure won't be letting it go. Um, they're actually going to make it harder. You're going to have less hazmat drivers, less tanker drivers as well now. I don't know what to say about our government, guys. I mean, and girls. I mean, it seems like they say one thing in one hand, and then they contradict what they just said in the other hand, and it seems like nobody catches on. Um, you want to bring more drivers in the industry. You want to help retain drivers. Then you go and make getting a CDL harder. It's already a job that most people today don't want to work. They don't have it in them to be away from home. They want to be on mama's lap. They can't. They're not mentally capable of dealing with the structure of being away from home, like someone who's in the military does, or uh, anybody that travels for a living, like ourselves. Takes a certain type of person to do that job. It's not meant for everybody. OTR trucking, not meant for everybody. But they just made it harder, guys. Pretty much. The only good thing that comes from this that I can see is it guarantees us to continue getting raises because it's going to make it harder to get new drivers into the industry. But I believe it's also going to hurt some of these companies that train because they're going to have to charge more for the license. They're not going to want to raise their pay. They're going to have to charge more for the course. I mean, they're not going to want to raise their pay. So you're going to have less people going into these training companies. Kind of feel bad for these trainers. They're probably fixing to slow down quite a bit. What are y'all's thoughts on this? Have y'all heard anything about it? Um, if you got friends or family that are talking about maybe getting a CDL sometime in the future, they need to jump on it now. Um, anyway, y'all take care. Like I said, there'll be a video coming out later today. It's on retirement. It's mainly geared towards a company driver. Don't expect that video to get a lot of views, but I appreciate all of y'all that listen. Um, I appreciate all the support from everybody. Those of y'all that have jumped into Discord, I really enjoy chatting with y'all from time to time. If any of y'all are interested in chatting with myself or other drivers, feel free to jump into the Discord. I'll leave a link pinned in the comments. Y'all take care, stay safe, and let's keep trucking.